Hey, I'm Watts. The United Wrestling Network is partnering with Pro Wrestling Cares along with West Coast Pro Wrestling and Defy Wrestling to help raise money for civil rights organizations. It's important to donate because without your help, nothing will be accomplished. Things will stay the way they are, oppression will continue, and nothing will get better. If you have the means, please donate. Any amount helps. Thank you.
The following is a presentation of the United Wrestling Network.
Good evening, Amarillo, and welcome to Championship Wrestling presented by Amarillo Venom. I'm Jon Roberts, and I hope you are ready. I hope you're strapped in, locked and loaded for television's most exciting hour because it's coming your way right now. In the main event this week, PP3 Memorial Cup semifinal action as Ray Rosas is going to go one-on-one with Jordan Clearwater. The winner of this match will meet the Neon Phenomenon, Anthony Idol, in the finals for the PP3 Memorial Cup. Also in action, Levi Shapiro is in singles competition. And to kick things off, folks, the United Television Championship is on the line. That's right, Dan Joseph is set to defend his gold. Is he going to walk away still our television champion? You don't have to wait any longer to find out. That match starts right now. So let's get you to ringside and join Todd Kettley on the call.
What a way to kick off the action with championship on the line. The United Television title up for grabs. This is a main event caliber matchup, and this is how we're gonna kick things off as Ice Williams makes his bid to become the new television champ.
What an opportunity for this young man right now who shows all the promise and potential in the world. Imagine what it's gonna be like when Dan Joseph loses to Ice Williams.
And here you see the champion of the people and the United Television champion. What a ride it's been. Seeing Dan Joseph transition after the injury, his time here in the broadcast position, back to in-ring, and all the way up to championship gold.
Yeah, how proud he must be. How proud he must be. You know what, I'm a broadcast journalist. Maybe I'll be the champion next. Since they're just handing them out to people like Dan Joseph. What a jerk this guy is.
What a way to kick things off. Championship on the line. Here to set the stage, our own Adnan Qureshi.
He knows it. He knows it.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the United Television Championship. Introducing first, the challenger. From Long Beach, California. Weighing in at 175 pounds, he is the coldest wrestler on the planet, Ice Williams. And introducing the champion from Buffalo, New York. Weighing in at 204 pounds, he is the United Television Champion, Dan Joseph!
Stage is set. Television title on the line. Dan Joseph, you'll recall, defeated then champion Royce Isaacs. An open challenge to win the title.
Everybody gets lucky every now and then, gentlemen.
Second title defense on this program. Held on to the title in unique fashion first time out. You'll recall he was taking on Levi Shapiro. Buddy Royal hit the ring, so Dan Joseph actually lost that match by disqualification. Does not lose the title, but the way he was celebrating, you would have thought he won the Olympics.
Yeah, you know what? It's one thing to add insult to injury, but there's no even injury. He lost the match and still celebrated like a buffoon while these idiots cheered him on. This man is a disgrace to the championship, gentlemen.
Nice suplex there by the champion. There you go. What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
Just ridiculous.
Yeah, Joseph having some fun.
Absurd is what it is, Kennelly.
Swing and a miss there. And again, Ice Williams trying to use his agility, but a roll up by Dan Joseph. Dan Joseph actually a step ahead of the lightning fast challenger here. Impressive.
Well, Dan Joseph is a very smart and cunning individual. I'll give you that. Absolutely knows how to work around his opponent. But make no mistake about it, he's had one defense so far and he lost. Okay, that's not a good record for this champion right now.
Look at the power on display by the champion. Count goes out by the faithful. You can hear the challenger imploring, put me down. Well, careful what you wish for.
Yeah, that's not exactly the manner I'm sure he wished to be put down in.
Big swinging slam there by the champion. Dan Joseph follows it up nicely with the elbow drop. Cover, center of the ring. Only a count of 2. Ice Williams was in this year's PP3 tournament. Qualified, oddly enough, with a victory over Jordan Clearwater. And Clearwater finds himself in the semis later on because Jordan Clearwater got that second shot.
Yeah, okay, somebody else who's getting something they don't deserve. Let me tell you something. This whole broadcast, it's one thing after another of teaching the kids out there that you don't even have to try. You can just go ahead and win championships and opportunities all you want, even if you're a loser, like Dan Joseph is.
If memory serves me correctly, Ice Williams lost to Andy Brown in the quarterfinals. So did not go through the ranks to earn a title shot, but gets one nonetheless here for the television title. A little hockey brawl in there by Dan Joseph. Dan Joseph originally out of the East Coast. He loves a good hockey brawl.
Well, good for Dan Joseph. Dan Joseph, you know, I have no problem with him, but this hot dog and a grandstand is disgusting.
No! Champ goes down in a heap all the way to the outside. The challenger in control. This title match continues next.
Welcome to Dumas's brand new radio station, Big Country 95.3. We play the songs that all the rest of the country stations have forgotten about. Stars like George Strait, Reba, Brooks and Dunn, Randy Travis, and Tanya Tucker. Big Country 95.3 specializes in country songs from the 80s and 90s. And we also sneak in a country classic every now and then. It's your favorite country songs without a lot of talk. So tell all your friends about this brand new radio station, Big Country 95.3.
And now in Amarillo on 96.5.
Health Markets compares your current plan with thousands of options nationwide from national insurance companies.
That's why I love Health Markets, your insurance marketplace. They guarantee you won't find a lower price anywhere for the plans they offer.
In minutes, you can find out if your current plan is the right fit, or if there's another one that can get you extra coverage or help save you money. The Health Markets Fit Score makes it easy to find the right plan for you.
Call now to find out how you can take advantage of this free service. Representatives are standing by to assist you.
Welcome back to our battle for the United Television title. Before the break, a huge turning point. Drop kick by Ice Williams sent the champion all the way down to the unforgiving floor of the Ocean View Pavilion. It's been all Ice Williams ever since.
You want to talk about a long way down. That's a long way down that Dan Joseph hit to the floor. Lucky for Dan Joseph, he has like 6 feet of beard on his face, which protected him from getting some sort of a vital brain injury. Very, very fortunate for Dan Joseph, Kennelly.
I don't think you're great at measurements.
What's 6 feet, 6 inches?
I think you recently said that Robin Shaw weighed in around 700-800 pounds. I think you're a little off. But now, brimming with confidence is Ice Williams.
As well as he should be. He's that much closer to a championship. Imagine the upset when Dan Joseph in his second match gets defeated. Never mind.
How's that for a sidewalk slam? All the momentum, all the velocity comes crashing down there. Beautifully done. Centripetal force at its best.
It looked like a discus just spinning and spinning and spinning. Ice Williams damn near went vertical on that.
It's got to make it tough to kick out if you're disoriented as well as feeling the impact.
Yeah, that dizziness is no joke. But neither of those strikes from Ice Williams, who still manages to take control of this match.
Cover now by the challenger, looking to make history. Again, history was made just a couple weeks ago. We crowned new tag team champions. Saw him in action last week. Sickening display, a great match with Wasted Youth, and then Andy Brown and Ray Rosas, Adrian Quest on the attack. What was that all about?
What was that all about? It was
Hold
about
on here. Cover.
Making a statement is what it's all about, Kenley. It's all about making a statement. When you're a new form team especially, you have to make some sort of a footprint in the area that you're in, and that's exactly what they did. Guaranteed no one's going to mess with them.
Double leg takedown there into the jackknife cover. Nice fundamental wrestling there by the champion, who eats a big flying clothesline. Talk about a frozen rope there by Ice Williams, and you see the effects etched all over the face of the champion. Ice Williams looking for the pin and the win. Only comes up with 2. Of course, we'll see Ray Rosas later on in our main event. They made a statement last week. As you mentioned, Rosas faces Jordan Clearwater in a PP3 semifinal match. If he goes into the finals, imagine the power play that'll be.
Imagine this, Kenley, is that Adrian Quest or Andy Brown or Ray Rosas, if they have a match, neither of them come alone. That means it's 3-on-1 at best. At best, Kenley. That does not bode well for their opponents.
I think Ice Williams was looking for a suplex or a throw there, but really wrenching in the side headlock was the champion. Dan Joseph now gets taken for a ride. Belly to back suplex, nicely executed by the challenger. Little slow to cover, now looking to capitalize. Down at 2.
And you can tell it's a pivotal mistake by a newcomer, Ice Williams, not going for the cover right away. Needs to be a little quicker with those covers. He's fast in every single else thing he does. He needs to make sure that he capitalizes just as fast as he throws lariats and arm drags and everything else he does. He needs to cover right away.
Mentioned that previous title defense for Dan Joseph against Levi Shapiro. Shapiro will be in action this week as well, coming up.
Levi Shapiro got that nasty claw, just absolutely disgusting. But what he did with Buddy Royal was it was sickening almost.
Yeah, Buddy Royal got a measure of revenge though. Dan Joseph digging down deep. You gotta love the gutsy nature of the champion, that never say die attitude to continue to fight on. Oh no, not again. If this happens again, it could be curtains for the champ. I don't think he can eat another fall to the outside. Able to right the ship this time. Flying clothesline by the champion.
Very smart by Dan Joseph was batting away that drop kick by Ice Williams, because surely that would have been another spill to the floor, guaranteed. But Dan Joseph now in control.
Into the cover now after the clothesline. Fundamentals gets him close there. And of course, little revenge there. You saw the big flying clothesline earlier by the challenger, Ice Williams. Nice clothesline by Dan Joseph. Looks like the champ's measuring him here.
Oh, this could be a long way down, Kelly, but Ice Williams has a nice little counter. And that was a long way down for Dan Joseph. Ice Williams might be able to have this victory sealed.
As Stu Stone would say, sending shivers down his spine. We see a little bit of the frozen rope into the elbow drop. Are we going to crown a brand new television champion? The hand coming down. That was close.
Sub-Zero is the heart of Ice Williams. This man has it all. Amazing potential to put away the champion. This might be 0 for 2 for Dan Joseph's title defenses.
Mentioned earlier, Ice Williams trying to put that title reign of Dan Joseph in the deep freeze. He's looking for the icebreaker. He's got a measure for that super kick. Nullified there by the champion. Nicely done. And back to the striking. Not flashy, but effective for the champ. Look out here. Round and round they go. There it is. Oh, he caught him. He caught him with the icebreaker.
New champion.
History to be made. No, sir. Not yet.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable is what we just witnessed, Kennelly. And listen to the crowd. They are obviously very happy I'm here.
What? What are you talking about, Jesse?
This is awesome. That was my name in high school. It was "This is awesome." They chant me in the halls.
And again, we got to remind you, this is how we're kicking things off this week. What a championship clash this has been.
This is just the beginning, absolutely indeed. That is why this has been around for 10 years, Kennelly. 10 long years has this company been around doing things like this. This is just the beginning, but this might be the end for Ice Williams.
Looking for it. Does he have enough left? Oh, rolls up though. He might get the roll up.
Here is your winner, and still United Television Champion, Dan Joseph.
Gutsy performance, gutsy title defense by the reigning United Television Champion, Dan Joseph. I'm told we're gonna head backstage. Standing by, Buddy Royal's got something to say.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Jeff Resnick here at Championship Wrestling from Hollywood with Buddy Royal. Now, Buddy, you have had a lot of issues as of late in recent weeks with your former tag team partner, Levi Shapiro. It's a complicated personal situation. Where do we go from here? What are your thoughts?
My thoughts? Me and Levi Shapiro were more than tag team partners. We were brothers from another mother. We were as thick as thieves. But obviously, money's come between us, and howdy price. Well, you know, the biggest thing this has made me realize a little bit, the difference between me and Levi Shapiro is he's willing to take the shortcuts. See, every time he was in trouble in the ring, he was always, Buddy, reaching out for that tag so I can get in and do what I do best, wrestle. And that's what I proved to do from here on out. You see, Levi Shapiro, there ain't no shortcuts anymore. I'm putting it out there. Russ around the corner, PP3 finals. It's not a matter of if anymore, it's when. And when I get my hands on you, I'm tapping you out, that's for sure.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the challenge has been issued. We'll be right back with Championship Wrestling from Hollywood.
If you're like 58% of Americans, you never went to college. Or you did, but never finished. Why?
It was just a hassle going back and forth to campus.
At Independence University, all classes are online. No driving to campus.
No one at the college even knew my name.
At Independence U, you'll get a personal support team, and they'll all know your name.
Too many extra costs, like books, fees, parking.
We don't have extra costs. We even give you a new laptop and tablet to keep when you graduate.
I couldn't fit my schedule around classes.
At Independence U, college fits your schedule.
4+ years to get a degree?
With us, you could finish in 3.
At a typical college, no one cares.
Caring about students is what we do best.
Independence University held my hand through the process.
Don't be afraid to take the leap because it has changed my life drastically. If I did it, you can do it too.
Independence U is designed for busy adults like you.
1-800-280-4118. 1-800-280-4118.
This is a paid advertisement for legal services sponsored by attorney Robert Goldwater. Do not stop taking a prescribed medication without first consulting a physician.
Attention, the heartburn medication Zantac has been linked to cancer.
The FDA has called for the popular over-the-counter heartburn medication Zantac to be pulled from the market. If you were diagnosed with cancer and were a daily user of Zantac, call the Goldwater Law Firm right now. Zantac may have caused your cancer, and you may be entitled to compensation for what you've been through.
If your loved one was a daily user of the heartburn medication Zantac and were then diagnosed with cancer, call us right now. You may be entitled to substantial compensation.
If you were diagnosed with stomach, bladder, kidney, pancreatic, colon, or any type of cancer after using Zantac, call the Goldwater Law Firm. You may qualify for a cash award.
Call 1-800-932-1148. That's 1-800-932-1148. 1-800-932-1148.
Welcome back to the program, folks, and more action coming your way here very, very shortly. You saw right before the break, Buddy Royal had strong words for Levi Shapiro. He wants Levi one-on-one in that ring. I don't know if that's going to happen, but I do know that Levi Shapiro is in action next. He's taking on Jack Banning, so let's get you to ringside for that matchup.
The following contest is a singles match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Redwood City, California, weighing in at 185 pounds, Jack Banning.
Welcome back to Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. We take a look at Jack Banning. Certainly won't shy away from a fight. We've seen him in there with the likes of the Heritage Champion Watts in the past. Tough opposition coming his way this week as well.
Very scary. Hope you're ready for the worst headache of your life, Jack Banning. It's coming.
Levi, there's so much talking, there's so much mouth running of people who think that they can run with the Trojan bull, with the golden horn, especially Ben Davis in that ring. Levi, get in there and make this quick. It's feeding time.
Howdy Price there saying it's feeding time. Handle this business in short order.
Stanley, I think you might. You know what? Every single time he comes out, he has some sort of a mic issue. I think you're unplugging it from here.
Gremlins in the back, whoever it is, I applaud their efforts. The ear-piercing tones of Howdy Price. And Levi Shapiro in the opening seconds tried to charge in, and throwing a kick out there was Banning. North-south position here by Levi Shapiro, and you mentioned it, that vicious claw hold that he has perfected, put it even on his own former partner, Buddy Royal. Just would not relinquish it. But Buddy Royal with a bit of revenge, recently locking in that Royal Seal submission in his own right.
Yeah, well, it's easy to do something to somebody who's unprepared, and that's exactly what Buddy Royal did. He took advantage of somebody who was not quite prepared for something, but I guarantee you Levi Shapiro won't make that mistake again. And you saw what Levi Shapiro did. He came in right away and grabbed the head of Jack Banning, already wearing down that noggin of his, who's stupid enough to get in the ring with someone like Shapiro in the first place.
And Shapiro is now an analyst as well for us up in the Bay Area in San Francisco on KGO and ABC, and he's been mouthing off. He's in the studio. He's got ample opportunities on a microphone to mouth off, and I'm happy that we've finally heard now from Buddy Royal issuing the challenge. We'll see if Shapiro will accept.
Oh, you guarantee Shapiro will accept. I promise you that. Shapiro is 100% man. He will back up every single thing he says. However long it takes him to trash talk Buddy Royal in the studio, Shapiro is going to take that opportunity because he knows damn well when it comes time to walk the walk, he's going to back up the talk.
Well, we'll see. We'll see if Shapiro decides to put maybe Howdy Price's money where his mouth is. And now attacking the eyes of Jack Banning. Just a vicious attack here by Shapiro.
Shapiro's very ruthless, very vigorous in his opportunities. He takes every single opportunity he could possibly have in front of him, and he exploits it for all it's worth, and that's exactly what's going on here.
Floats over after the suplex, goes for the win. Textbook execution there by Levi Shapiro.
And again now, someone like Shapiro who has a move like that claw is just having one move on the head and the neck after another. You see that he is wearing down the head, the cranium, and look at that, he even got like a little modified claw on Banning right now.
Could be softening up Banning here to lock in that claw in its ultimate form later on. A neck vice right now by Shapiro. And Banning, tough competitor, fights his way out, but eats the knee. It's got there, kitchen sink, dropping the elbow. And tell you, Shapiro, he's tough. When he's got the advantage, he does not make many mistakes. Elbow off the second rope there, into the cover, looking to put away Banning. Not yet.
Shapiro, like a man like Shapiro, not only does he go after you, but he continues to go after you. He doesn't give a lot of time. Even though he's smart and methodical, he's cunning and he plans his moves. You wouldn't even know that by the way he wrestles, because it's one move after another, never gives his opponent some time to catch his breath or capitalize on a mistake.
Forearm strikes there by Banning, backs up Shapiro. Shapiro caught him. Oh my gosh, sticks him there. That was part pile driver, part power bomb, all devastating, and almost put him away with it. Yikes.
And he may not be able to get that victory. That might not be able to seal the deal, but you know what that did? That crippled his head even more. That's what Shapiro is going after. He's going down to wear him down slowly and methodically. To when it comes time to finally put that claw in, he is at the mercy of Shapiro.
More punishment to the head and neck region there with that neck snap by Levi Shapiro.
Did you hear that by Banning? He's like, tag me, buddy. What does that even mean?
Well, we heard.
Banning was like, tag me, buddy.
We heard Buddy Royal's comments in that backstage challenge saying that, in essence, he was making light and saying that that's what Shapiro was in tag team action as Shapiro goes for the cover. That Shapiro would get in trouble, that all he could do is reach out and ask for the tag, that he'd be helpless. You know, we heard those words of Buddy Royal, and obviously, certainly got under the skin of Levi Shapiro, and it might have gotten the the desired effect because it might goad Shapiro into that challenge, into that match that Buddy Royal wants.
My opinion, you're waking a sleeping giant is what you're doing. Shapiro, as mean as he is already, you don't want to make him angry. If you go over there and you mock someone like that, all they're going to do is take their rage and frustration out in front of every single person in their way, on their way to you.
Looking for the senton there. I was going to question the focus of Shapiro as Jack Banning started to string together the strikes. Nice counter by Banning. Throwing these forearms. Been hitting pay dirt with that. There we see the Bulldog.
Bulldog, and you know what's coming up next. Here it comes, Kennelly. The most deadly move in professional wrestling today. It's the claw, baby!
Had him measured after the Bulldog. Banning didn't know which way was up and now finds himself seized in this iron claw. That's gonna do it. That's gonna do it.
Here is your winner, Levi Shapiro.
Let go of that hold. This is what he did to Buddy Royal. The match is over. Let go of the hold.
Unbelievable. There he is. Your man, Kennelly.
Let's take a look back at the action. The replay brought to you by the St. Patrick's Day Festival coming your way, featuring the Street Dogs flogging Molly and Mad Caddies. And here we see it. Jack Banning showed some fight, but in the end, the Bulldog, the claw, enough to get the Duke. And standing by, our own Jeff Resnick, here to get a word.
All right, Levi Shapiro, Howdy Price, big win over Jack Banning, but I'm cutting right to the chase. As you know, Buddy Royal has issued a challenge one-on-one with you, Levi Shapiro, at the PP3 Cup Finals. What do you got to say?
Well, first off, whoa, Howie. I got this. Buddy Royal, you made a grave decision. Before I came out here, I was in Nico Marquez's office. He guaranteed that the DQ that you caused gives me #1 contendership. You want to lay down a challenge? Well, you know what they say. You're never going to beat me, Buddy Royal. So go ahead. You know what I believe in so much? I'll put my #1 contendership on the line because I know you in and out. And I'm going to guarantee to snap your cranium. Yeah!
Howdy! If you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS or state, this may be the most important phone call you'll ever make.
I owed $87,000 in taxes. But listen.
Your tax problem is settled. You only owe $3,500.
What a great message.
I owed $11,000 on my taxes. But now?
Congratulations. You only owe $2,068.
How's that sound?
If you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS or state, then you owe it to yourself to call this number or go to tax10000.com. Even if you are already at the point where you're struggling with levies and garnishments, let our experts help guide you through the process of negotiating a tax settlement.
We owed the IRS $48,000.
But check out what we actually paid.
Are you sitting down? You only owe $3,571.
Call 800-921-1504 or go to tax10000.com. That's 800-921-1504.
Welcome to another edition of Championship Wrestling presented by Amarillo Venom News Central. I am Dustin Starr alongside my lovely Maria.
Big news, wrestling fans. It was announced by David Marquez that a return to live tapings will happen within the next 30 days.
Oh yeah, that is big news, of course. We'll be following all the necessary guidelines to ensure the safety of our staff and performers.
For the most up-to-date information about our return, be sure to like Championship Wrestling presented by the Amarillo Venom on our official Facebook page.
GoVenom.com has all the information you need for the 2021 football season. And for great classic country music, news, and information, listen to Big Country 95.3 and 96.5 in Amarillo.
The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, the team of Johnny Yuma and Kevin Martinson, Vermin.
Getting set for tag team action. It had been quite some time since we had seen Kevin Martinson on this program. Rewind all the way back to the PP3 qualifiers. where he was defeated by Ryan Kidd, then injured Ryan Kidd until we saw him launch back into action in an attack on the Wolf Zaddies.
Attack on the Wolf Zaddies. He gave him fair warning. He said, we do not come alone. And there they are, boys and girls. My boys, Vermin.
And introducing their opponents at a combined weight of 486 pounds, the team of the Neon Phenomenon, Anthony Idol and Frankie Frank.
These two, the Neon Phenomenon and the man who's hitting the lounge in every town, have forged a pretty interesting team that has scored some victories. These two actually qualified for the PP3 together in tag team action, and that certainly bodes well for Anthony Idol, who finds himself in the finals, and that coming up, of course, at the big PP3 blockbuster.
Anthony Idol's already sealed his deal. He's got one more opponent to face, and that is all over. Maybe Anthony Idol will go on. We all know that's not going to be the case, but he might. And Frankie Frank, let me tell you something. This young man has impressed me as of late. Had that incredible battle with Ray Rosas. Unbelievable talent this young up-and-comer is. But let's not forget who their opponents are. That's Vermin. They don't take no guff from nobody. I guarantee you that. Very, very short match in the work, as Vermin will stand tall.
Well, your comment there won't take guff. I'll have to agree with you there. Not too many teams are taking a number to raise the ire of the Wolf Zaddies, and that's exactly what Vermin has, figuratively done. And I think that really stemming from the fact that Yuma, I think, taking offense to the fact that Bad Dude Tito is not honoring his Vermin roots.
Well, come on now. I mean, how many opportunities has Yuma gone in there and tried to give Tito the rub and say, hey, remember me? And then Tito just snubs him off. Wouldn't you be offended too? Like if Dan Joseph came back here and is just like, and you were like, hey, Dan, I love you so much, I miss you, like you do every week, and Dan Joseph just walked past, you'd be angry at him. You know that.
Well, that was pretty it was good. Uncanny kenneling, yeah. Strength on display here by Anthony Idol. And we mentioned we're going to find out who will face Anthony Idol later on in this program as Ray Rosas battles Jordan Clearwater on the other side of the bracket in the semifinals.
Oh, boy, Mr. Yuma, that was not a smart idea on your part, I'll be honest with you.
Johnny Yuma trying to sneak up from behind. That little rat should scamper right back out of the ring. Double team offense now. Well, that's one way to get him out.
Tag to Frankie Frank. I don't know if that's a very smart move. Frankie Frank might screw this whole thing up.
Frankie Frank was enjoying the biggest win streak of his career recently, and you mentioned that incredible matchup with Ray Rosas in the quarterfinals. Swing and a miss there by Frankie Frank. Oh, I love that. The wrist control, the why you hitting yourself.
Wow. That's got to be illegal, Kennedy. It's got to be illegal.
Big brothers all across the world are going to be stealing that one. Abdominal stretch now here by Frankie Frank.
And look what's going on the outside. Mr. Yuma angering the sleeping giant. Not a very, very smart move.
Not at all. Scurrying back in now.
All four men. Get that man out of there, ref. He's not the legal man. He's not the legal man.
Trying to take advantage was Yuma. And Frankie Frank was wise to it. I'll tell you, Frankie Frank, impressive as of late. Dividing and conquering against one of the most dominant teams in the 10-year history of this program. Well, until then, some of that signature double teaming. Into the cover now goes Kevin Martinson. Again, we celebrate an entire decade of action here at Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, and a good chunk of that time was dominated by the faction known as Vermin.
Well, Vermin is a very, very dominant force, no question about it. And you saw that by Frankie Frank trying to take control over both men at the same time. Very foolish. He should have just cut his losses, maybe laid down and let Vermin do whatever they wanted to him, because it's going to only delay the inevitable, as Johnny Yuma now taking advantage of Frankie Frank to give him some of his assets there, Kennedy.
Oh, yep. Stealing a page out of my playbook there, Jessic. Tag is made. Kevin Martinson about to check back in, and it was the double teaming. Uh-oh, look out here. Not where you want to go.
The nasty
seated splash.
The Nasty Boys had something called the pit stop. Maybe you could call that the crack shack.
There you go.
Frankie is trying to scurry home. I don't blame him. If I had someone like Mr. Martinson going after me, I'd go ahead and try to run away too. You notice every time they tag, they got that V thing going. That's pretty cool.
You're easily impressed, apparently.
I like these guys.
More double teaming by Vermin. They've been in control and really a more established team, obviously. Former tag team champions are Vermin. Uh-oh! Little friendly fire there. You can see the shock and dismay on the face of Martinson, who eats a big shot there by Frankie Frank. And he's got a finalist in the PP3 tournament with an outstretched hand. And the Neon Phenomenon can cause a variety of damage.
Oh, he was licking his chops on the outside, and now it's time to feed Anthony Idol in there with the ferocity like nobody's business, with the punches in the left and the right to Johnny Yuma and Mr. Martinson. Oh, my goodness.
In the public, if you will. Oh, can't hit that bionic elbow, at least not yet. Into the power slam. Cullen the audible is the big man. Here's the cover, looking to put him away. Only a count of 2.
Now Yuma, again, now we're talking about tenacity and ferocity, and Yuma has all that too. Despite his size, that man has the heart of gold, and he will go up and he will fight to the death, Kennelly.
I don't know if I would have tagged Frankie Frank back in. He had eaten some punishment, and now Idol hits the post on the outside. You can see it on the back of your screen there. And a wide open strike by Yuma.
Obviously, Idol was trying to run away and not try. Oh no, we got company, Kennelly. There they are.
The Wolf Zaddies are in the house with the distraction. Latino meat, bad dude Tito. The turnabout's fair play. Oh, that was the lights out in the ring. In the ring, the lights out. That palm strike. Frankie Frank did it. Unbelievable.
Here are your winners, Anthony Idol and Frankie Frank.
What a win. What a win. Frankie Frank hit him with the lights out. Scores the pin for his team. And the PP3 semifinals coming up next in our main event. Don't go anywhere.
Do you use Viagra or Cialis? Have you been thinking about trying Viagra or Cialis? What if we can promise you the same results for less than $3 a pill? If you're paying $20 or more a pill for Viagra, you're getting taken to the cleaners. Our pill delivers the exact same results for less than $3. We'll do the math for you. You'll save more than $16 a pill for the same results. Want more? We'll give you 40 blue pills or 40 yellow pills for $99 and add 4 more pills free. You save more than $500. Stop overpaying for expensive prescriptions. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to know what to do next. You need to call now and get your 44 pills for just $99. Stop overpaying for Viagra. Call us anytime, day or night, and start saving big money for the exact same results. Have your credit card ready. Ordering is fast and easy, with your pills delivered to your door in a non-marked package. Call now.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, inventor of MyPillow. Thanks to your support, you've helped make MyPillow become one of the fastest growing companies in America. Over the last 12 years, you've helped MyPillow create thousands of jobs right here in the USA.
When I got MyPillow, I'm asleep almost immediately. I stay asleep at night and I wake up more well-rested in the morning.
That's why I invented MyPillow. My patented fill adjusts to your exact individual needs and helps keep your neck supported and aligned. I'm interrupting this commercial right now to give you deep discounts, not just on my pillows, but also my mattress toppers, sheets, and so much more. For example, you can get body pillows regularly $89.99, only $29.99 with your promo code. With our 60-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to lose. Sleep well, America!
For the best night's sleep in the whole wide world, visit mypillow.com.
Welcome back to Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. I'm Jeff Resnick, and allow me to bring in my next guest, the Wolf Zaddies, Che and Tito. Gentlemen, we just saw you cost Vermin their tag team matchup, and of course, Johnny Yuma has been in your hair the past few weeks. Where do things go from here? Seems like things are escalating.
You see, Tito's the one with history with Vermin, and I always got my boys back, so I'm going to let him handle this one. Tito, spit some fire.
Yuma! We see you! We see you sniffing around, bringing that ugly mug around, stirring up problems, talking vermin this and vermin that, and throwing up the V. But let me tell you something, vermin was in the past. You've gained a couple, you looking like trash, and at the PP3 Cup, we're kicking your ass.
Ow! All right, ladies and gentlemen, the challenge has been issued. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Our main event is next.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is a semifinal match in the PP3 Cup tournament. Introducing first, being come to the ring by Adrian Quest and Andy Brown from Antelope Valley, weighing in at 191 pounds, Ray Rosas.
This trio already has quite a bit of power and influence as a reigning United Tag Team Champions in Adrian Quest, Andy Brown, and Ray Rosas looking to punch his ticket to the finals of PP3 in the big tournament, and one step away, perhaps, for a shot at Percy's privilege.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine? It's all coming down to these last few matches. Ray Rosas has always been my #1 pick all along, and there with his two buddies by his side, he's gonna seal his fate tonight, as I said it before, and flush that golden nugget.
And introducing his opponent, weighing in at 215 pounds, he is the Golden Boy, Jordan Clearwater.
Golden opportunity for the Golden Boy. Had that second shot to qualify. Defeated Ryan Kidd in the quarterfinals, finds himself here in the semis. Interesting the way the brackets lined up. There's a whole lot of history between these two semifinalists, talking about Ray Rosas and the Golden Boy.
Poetic justice at its best, Kennelly. Here it is. The opportunity has come for a lot of chances here, but Jordan Clearwater needs to really focus his sights on Ray Rosas and what lies beyond, instead of Ray Rosas and the feud that he has. There is no love lost between these two, but this cannot be personal. If he wants one snowball shot in hell, he's gonna make sure that he makes this all about business. And you know what, Kennelly? He doesn't have it in his heart.
At one time, the Golden Boy was under the learning tree of Ray Rosas. Rosas, a decorated champion, here tag team champion in the past, a television champion as well. You know, Clearwater was kind of enjoying the tutelage of Ray Rosas.
Yep.
Until Rosas at a time had a bit of a losing streak, a skid. Clearwater starts to get some momentum. It was just too much for Rosas to handle. He snapped. And that flash forward to today, where both have a huge opportunity to advance to the finals of the PP3.
I love how you leave out vital pieces of information. For all of you listening at home, let me explain the way it really happened, okay? Is that Jordan Clearwater was trying to tell Ray Rosas what to do with his career, and Ray Rosas doesn't want to take that from anybody, and he paid the ultimate price for it. That's what happened, Kennelly.
When Rosas was down on his luck, Clearwater continued to believe in his mentor.
To barrage and say, oh, these fans need you. I need you. Unbelievable. Think about this. Jordan Clearwater's not even a man at all. In fact, the only reason he's in the tournament to begin with for a second chance is because somebody else got injured. That's somebody you want to set the golden standard? Absolutely not. Golden Clearwater makes me sick, Kennelly.
Well, it's that fighter mentality. You always have to be ready. You never know when that opportunity is going to come. High elevation backdrop, and the Golden Boy doesn't want to squander this second opportunity, and he made good, as I mentioned, in the quarterfinals, defeated Ryan Kidd. Ryan Kidd had defeated Kevin Martinson in a qualifying match, so he got past a quality opponent to earn this opportunity in the semifinals. Wow, all kinds of momentum there into that top turnbuckle.
You call it earning an opportunity. I call it being at the right place at the right time. That's all it was. In fact, if you really want to go by the rule book, Ray Rosas should have just gotten a bye in this match. He should already be in the finals against Anthony Adel. I know he's going to do it anyway, but figure this, he shouldn't have to put his body through this torment that Jordan Clearwater is going to put him through to get there.
Nice suplex there by Jordan Clearwater, the Golden Boy. His former mentor. Now, here's what you got to contend with. When you're in there with one of these three, you got to have your head on a swivel. One half of the tag team champions getting involved. Misdirection play, but Clearwater able to ward it off, at least at this point in the matchup.
Well, like I said from the very beginning, when you're in there with Ray Rosas, you're in there with Quest and Brown. If you're in there with Brown, you're in there with Quest and Rosas. You're in there with Quest, you're in there with Rosas and Brown. These men do not come alone. Every single thing in there is a factor, and you have to make sure you account for every single factor. It's 3-on-1, make no mistake about it, and their stacks are oddly against Clearwater.
Crowd wants another chop. Will Clearwater deliver quiet, please? Hold on. Oh, nobody home for that one. Swing and a miss likewise. Well, there it is. Took a while to get there, but hits it nonetheless. At the expense of Ray Rosas. Again, an opportunity to move on to the finals, to face the Neon Phenomenon, who's got all kinds of momentum. We just saw in our last matchup, Anthony Idol victorious along with Frankie Frank over none other than Vermin, one of the top teams in the history of this program, but a little assist by the Wolf Saddies.
There we go. Now, I was waiting for that little part. We talk about a little assist. I love how you just outright lie or just downplay every single thing that's ever happened in our program thus far. Let's be honest, is that Vermin would not have lost if it wasn't for the Wolf Saddies. Clearwater wouldn't be in there if it wasn't for an injury. Anthony Idol wouldn't even be where he was if it wasn't for mind games. This whole thing is a sham. In fact, they should have just taken the cup to begin with and gave it to Ray Rosas or Andy Brown.
Well, as Eli Drake would have said in the past, that's just a fact of life. You got to deal the cards you're given. Dividing, conquering right now is the Golden Boy. Taking out the opposition in a big way, but if I'm Clearwater, I don't know if I go on the outside here. I don't think I go swimming with sharks.
Very, very stupid is Clearwater, making a very, very pivotal mistake. Don't turn your back on these two. I guarantee you that's going to spell doom for you. And there it is. That's what I'm talking about.
No.
You dummy.
Elevator going down for Clearwater. The official was attending to Ray Rosas. Illegal double team here. Taking out Clearwater. This PP3 semifinal continues next.
Are you or a loved one between the ages of 50 to 80 years old? If you are younger than 80 years old, do you receive Social Security, disability, or Medicare? If you answered yes, you may qualify for $30,000 in funeral insurance for only pennies a day. The average funeral costs around $11,000, and Social Security only pays $255, leaving your loved ones to pay the balance. Call now to see if you qualify for $30,000 in funeral expense coverage from Senior Legacy Life. Your rate will never increase, your benefits will never decrease, and there is no medical exam, even if you have a pre-existing disease or illness. Don't be a financial burden to your family. Lock in your rate by completing an application over the phone right now. Will you qualify for funeral insurance up to $30,000 for only pennies a day? Find out for free by calling Senior Legacy Life.
Call 1-800-928-5049. That's 1-800-928-5049. 1-800-928-5049. If you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS or state, this may be the most important phone call you'll ever make.
I owed $87,000 in taxes. But listen.
Your tax problem is settled. You only owe $3,500.
What a great message.
I owed $11,000 on my taxes. But now?
Congratulations. You only owe $2,068.
How's that sound?
If you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS or state, then you owe it to yourself to call this number or go to tax10000.com. Even if you are already at the point where you're struggling with levies and garnishments, let our experts help guide you through the process of negotiating a tax settlement.
We owed the IRS $48,000.
But check out what we actually paid.
Are you sitting down? You only owe $3,571.
Call 800-921-1504 or go to tax10000.com. That's 800-921-1504.
Closed captioning provided by Big Country 95.3 and 96.5 in Amarillo.
Hey, I'm Watts. The United Wrestling Network is partnering with Pro Wrestling Cares along with West Coast Pro Wrestling and Defy Wrestling to help raise money for civil rights organizations. It's important to donate because without your help, nothing will be accomplished. Things will stay the way they are, oppression will continue, and nothing will get better. If you have the means, please donate. Any amount helps. Thank you.
Welcome back to our main event, PP3 semifinal match. A shot to face Anthony Idol in the finals to try and get the cup and Percy's privilege. But the unfair advantage, the 3-to-1 odds, I mean, how do you overcome that? Almost insurmountable, it would seem. Clearwater was rolling in this matchup until he was attacked viciously on the outside by Quest and Brown.
Well, you wanted it so badly. You wanted it so badly, you got it. You wanted it back in the cup, you got it. You wanted to taunt your mentor and disrespect him in front of everybody, you got it. And this is exactly where it gets you. Look at that, that's exactly where it gets you. Because people who truly care about Ray Rosas, like you should have done, actually will back them up. And that's exactly what's happened, Clearwater.
More shots there to Clearwater on the outside, and you can see, not able to catch a breath is Clearwater at this point. His body turning a crimson red. He's being attacked by all angles. Now by his one true opponent, Ray Rosas. Rosas closing in on victory.
Closing in on victory. The second, every single second, he gets closer and closer. What are they saying? No more homies. Oh, they're not friends with him anymore. I'm sure that really hurts his feelings.
Yeah, well, these three certainly have friends in low places, that's for certain.
You know what, Kennelly, you keep on talking about these two on the outside interfering. And friends, that's what they do for each other. They help each other out in tough situations. I'd like to think if I was in there, that you'd do every single thing you could to help me out.
Don't count on it.
Okay. Well, because you're a coward doesn't mean they are, Kennelly. Some of us still have tenacity.
Fact of the matter is, the illegal advantage allowed Rosas to enjoy the upper hand. Oh, look at, he is on rubber legs right now after eating that big elbow. Golden Boy, look at this, now raking the eyes right in front of the official. Blatant rule breaking.
I'm not raking the eyes. He was trying to push him back. Clearwater was stupid enough to walk forward into his hands. It was obvious. And Clearwater almost, he wants to get in trouble. It's like he's going to a bad neighborhood and taunting the locals. You don't do that. Why does he keep on going to the outside like that?
He doesn't know where he is right now. He just had his eyes raked, quite frankly. But now taking advantage, capitalizing as Rosas. Going to try and wear down the big youngster with the sleeper. And I don't know after that eye rake if Clearwater even knows where he is in terms of trying to get to the ropes to break the hold. In big trouble right now. Crowd certainly behind Clearwater, using his power. Oh, double headbutt. They both go down in a heap.
Oh boy, that now sets everything back to zero. Nobody has an advantage at this point, Kennelly. And the next few seconds are going to be very, very pivotal. Whoever gets that first move will be able to dominate the rest of this match.
What a head-to-head collision that was. You can see Excedrin headache number 99 there for Rosas and Clearwater in deep trouble, and could be a turning point in this matchup. We'll see who can clear the cobwebs quicker. Might have the big advantage. Right now it looks like it's going to be Clearwater scoring with the strikes, catching his second win. The youngster fired up. Atomic drop. Golden Boy, full head of steam into that reverse neck breaker.
Kick out.
Here we go, on his way to the finals in the PP3. No! So close.
You almost had it and you blew it once again. Very, very smart. Took way too long hooking that leg. That's exactly what happened, Kennelly, is that Clearwater is listening too much to these fans and not to his brain. He should have been able to pin that man. He was stupid and he didn't make it on time.
Whatever you say, but Rosas, the headbutt, and now that reverse neck breaker. Ray Rosas in big time jeopardy right now. He's rocking, he's reeling. He's in trouble. Look at this, thinking suplex again. Went to the well one too many times, perhaps. Nice counter there by Clearwater, rolling in, closing the gap. Wow, what a beautiful takedown there by Ray Rosas, double leg.
Clearwater tried to escape, but absolutely no dice. Go ahead and shove him off all you want. Here he comes back in like ants on poop. Here comes Ray Rosas coming in to finish the job, to seal his deal for the PP3.
Almost a variation of Andy Brown's off with his head there. Is this gonna do it? No, sir. The youngster finds a way to dig down deep yet again.
You go ahead and kick out every single time you want, young man. Let me tell you, it's not going to do anything for your career. Ray Rosas is now thinking of his next move, the finishing move probably, the absolute little last pivotal point that he needs to make and seal his fate at this PP3 tournament, Kennelly.
Back and forth seesaw matchup. Really defying the odds has been Clearwater, because it's really been more of a handicap match with those two on the outside. The tag team champions, no less. Vicious kick to the back of the head. Rope assisted Inzaguri. And again, after that off with his head earlier, now that, the headbutt earlier. Both guys got to be absolutely loopy at this point.
Head injuries are absolutely no joke, Kennelly. You can only survive so many shots with that. And Ray Rosas knows this. He's coming in to say it's night time for the Golden Nugget.
I don't know, though. I don't know if he's got the presence of mind. You know, his signature elbow drop in the past. Now a spinning toe hold. Took way too much time, Jacek. Just to play with the crowd here, the mental mind games, it's going to cost Rosas in a big way. Look at the momentum. The running power slam. He's got it measured. You know what's coming next.
Don't even say it, Kennelly. Don't even say it.
Oh, everything he touches going to turn to gold. He might be touching the PP3 Cup in short order. Midas touch connects. He scores. Here's the cover. Oh, come on.
Oh.
Give me a break. Yes. It was over.
Oh, boy, Ray Rosas rolled out of that ring with a quickness right there.
It's got to be a big judgment call by the rolled out of the ring. Are you kidding me?
Oh, no, what's going on here?
Gold boy, taking flight. Going bowling. Hits the strike in more ways than one.
All three men are the subject of the Golden Nuggets fury right now. But that's fine. See how long you could take that. The referee should have disqualified him for that, for one. But when you go up there and you make that high, stupid mistake, you got to be weighing out your minds.
Back inside, looking for the Midas touch again. Oh, a low blow.
Low blow, anything. The referee wasn't even in the ring.
The referee is out there with Queston Brown. There he is. They're in the first place.
Yes!
Here is your winner, advancing to the finals of the PP3 Cup tournament, Ray Rosas.
Rosas, oh.
Yes!
Sit down, Jacek.
I told you! One more match! All we need is one more match!
Be a professional. I'm begging you. Ray Rosas on his way to the finals. Strength in numbers. The numbers game costing Jordan Clearwater. A great battle by the youngster, came so close, but Rosas gets the win, and he will face the Neon Phenomenon for Percy's Privilege coming up at the PP3 Blockbuster.
Well, a tough loss for Jordan Clearwater. It seemed like the Golden Boy was well on his way to advancing to the finals to face the Neon Phenomenon, Anthony Idol, for the PP3 Memorial Cup. Unfortunately, it's going to be Ray Rosas, who, well, I mean, you've seen his attitude over the last few weeks. I really hope that Anthony Idol is going to be the one to knock his block off and win that Memorial Cup. We'll find out in 2 weeks when we crown the PP3 Memorial Cup winner in the finals of the PP3 Cup tournament. Again, it's going to be Anthony Idol, the Neon Phenomenon, going one-on-one with Ray Rosas in 2 weeks to find out who gets Percy's Privilege. Well, that's all the time we have for this week on the program, folks. Looking forward to seeing you next week right here for Championship Wrestling and the Amarillo Venom. I'm Jon Roberts. Fangs up, Amarillo. See you next week.
The proceeding has been a presentation of the United Wrestling Network.